Stand by on screen, Otakuni and Jasper against Funlux and Pizza.
Okay, right now we have the man Kami and Jbandrew versus N and Zonto. N and Zonto a bit more like, they're known in the community, Luxembourgish community, but they are not super good players. Still, it will be exciting to see how they match up against those heavy hitters. Kami was supposed to play with a different player today, but he did an ehrenloser move, and now he's playing with Jband, which I can't understand, but yeah. Right now it's looking like it's in the Jband and Kami's favor, but as we can see in the percent they are even, but stock-wise they are in the lead, having both 3 stocks each, and Zonto having 2 only. If they can manage to like rack up an early kill on Kami and get rid of Jband stock early, this will be much more likely to be winnable. But at the same time, they need to be careful because Jband is on a.s.b.l, which came out just now, up for up air, big damage, and also a nice follow-up by Kami on the nice awareness from him. Oh, they have both of them at the ledge. If they play their cuts right now, they can do some massive damage. Oh, and Charizard living that first up air, but not the second one. Charizard is a heavy boy, but a.s.b.l up air at 150, nah, no way you're going to live that. And still they are yet to lose. Jband and Kami have yet to lose a stock. But they are looking pretty dominant. They are looking pretty dominating right now. Zonto and have to mix something up if they want to have some chance of winning. Jband going out there to get that edge guard against Charizard, not getting it, but at the same time and not being able to recover either way, so I guess it wasn't really a lose at the end. Right now, let's see if they can do something pretty in that 2v1 situation. But I think at the same time, these two are players who are just going to ledge trap you and whack on a lot of damage while you are off stage, and that's already it. A clean 4-stock with low percent. That's just showing how good Jband and Kami are. And again, 2 players who haven't teamed yet, but they are both good players, so it's not unlike them to do this well. You would expect this to happen for them. Just dominating all around, good play, not letting themselves be. Get flustered or show any flaws. Like even the only way that they would be able to, like N and Zonto would be able to win against them, would be if they showed better team synergy than the other team, because objectively speaking, Stuart and Kami and Jband are the better single players. So to compensate for that, they would need to have better synergy, better team awareness, and as it looked right there, that didn't seem to be the case. Like they didn't have enough team synergy to make up for their singles weakness, I would say. Otherwise, they would just need like to sandwich them, keep them away, stop them from doing the doubles combos, swings and follow-ups. So let's see. The characters are staying the same. So let's see if N and Zonto have changed something up in their gameplay and game plan. Maybe they are going to do a different approach. As of now, it looks a bit better, but as it was in the first game, it looked good as well. But it was at the latter half of the game where everything started to fall apart from them. Kami, there's not really going on too much in between the teams, but rather like the players, the single players. And Zonto already lost his stock early, Like if you want to win against this team, you need to preserve your stocks as long as possible. But with characters such as Lucina, and who is super good at edge guarding, and Joker, who once he gets Arsene is just like Ganondorf on drugs, it's really pretty difficult to keep your stocks for a long time. Still, either way, and was able to not get hit for too much of a long time, and since he has that up throw, or even that F throw, he can take some stocks pretty early. But Stewart just running in and F-smashing all of you, saying, I don't care what happens to my team partner, either way I'm getting the stock off of one of you. Ooh, Noah, and I mean Anne.
On station 1, Zonto and Solid.
Swinging up some different hits. Some backers and neutral airs. Charging an S-smash, pretty obvious. If you do it at the right distance, that S-smash can be pretty scary, but he did it too far away so that he wouldn't be able to hit the normal guy up. Keep rolling. Still that down is stock. This is not looking too good right now. Just as say, if the game goes evenly and people lose their stocks in practically around the same amount of time, and then Zonto would still end up in a 1v2 situation, which is very unfavorable for them. So like Jbandrew and Gabe and Kami are looking pretty dominant right now and pretty like comfortable. They can just take their time, not do anything stupid, while on the other hand, and then Zonto need to think about maybe doing a clutch play, an early stock, an early spike, something like that, instead of getting overrun by these two good players. Players of their caliber won't make it easy for them. But as of right now, yep, there we have it. It's the 1v2 situation, and they both have a lot of room to play around with. They can just like end is forced to go with Charizard. Oh. Well, oh, that was unnecessary. Kami not only being a snitch out of the game, but also being